Hey everybody, Karen here, bringing to you another Facebook video post. Today's is about how my husband lost his phone for like 4 hours today. He is at a golf tournament and was, having a great time, and then, his phone disappeared. These things happen, right? Seems like people lose their phones all the time. But what was interesting to me was not that he lost his phone, it was more my reaction to it. So I got a couple texts from our friends, and they were like, hey, just to let you know, Pat lost his phone. I was like, ew. So when I saw the second one, I ended up calling, and then Pat called me back, and we had a conversation, and he was telling me about how he was driving the golf cart, and it was the little caddy thing, the holder for the cell phone. And then, a few holes in, it went away. The phone disappeared, and he had no idea what happened to it. And so I'm asking him these questions like, okay, well, did you talk to someone from the clubhouse? Did you let them know you lost your phone? And he was like, yeah, that's already taken care of, not a problem. I was like, okay, well, maybe hopefully you're okay with not having your phone for the next 24 hours, and we'll figure it out tomorrow. And what struck me was that I really just responded, okay, we'll figure this out tomorrow. I was amazed that I've gotten to this point. I am a 1 on the Enneagram, which I think I've mentioned before, and 1s can be pretty judgmental. Our tone of voice can be kind of cutting even when we don't mean it to be. We think that we're helping the world by pointing out what's wrong, when in fact it's usually not received well. And so as I was having this phone conversation and then, got off the phone, I was like, wow, there was no kind of inner narrative of, well, he's so irresponsible, and how could he have let this happen? And, doesn't he know that he has an obligation to our bank account, and we just can't be going and buying phones all the time? And, these different things. None of that popped into my head. And I am abundantly grateful that transformation has happened. And the learning that's in that for me is that my work has worked. When we are intentional about our growth, our transformation, about changing the way that our inner narratives work, about learning what it means to treat ourselves differently, learning to give ourselves space to mess up and fix it, and not beating ourselves up and telling ourselves how irresponsible we are, or that, we're so stupid, or, name the things, right? We get in this loop, and and it just keeps going and going and going. We can actually change that. And we can notice when it happens and try to stop ourselves. And when we put in the work and the time, because yes, it takes a lot of time to make these transitions and transformations happen, we end up finding freedom. We end up finding inner space that we can hold things instead of judge them. We can have, a lost phone be a moment for acceptance instead of judgment. And that really, to me, is so much of what we need in the world right now. I wish you the best today. Have an amazing Saturday, and take care of yourselves.